lovelies, Barbara here with another tarot reading for the week ahead. It's Monday, the 17th of March, 2025. So it's the 17th of March. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you who celebrate. And before I forget, on Thursday, is it Thursday? Yes, I think it's Thursday, isn't it? It's 20th of March, which means it's a Stara. So look out for later on tonight your 3 card reading choices, so keep an eye open for those. If you're watching this on YouTube, nip over to my Facebook page because that's where it is. Anyway, let's go on with your reading. So we have the Chakra Wisdom Tarot this week. I haven't used this one for a while. Put it down. I seem to be going through all my old tarot decks at the moment. There's the back of the cards, 5 cards, and the lead card this week we have the 7 of Swords. Now with these cards, if I just do that slightly so you don't really see what they are, you see the different colours. That's all related to the chakra. The clue is in the name of the deck. So in this case, we actually have the crown chakra. Now, 7 of Swords. 7s are all about conundrums and decision making and all these sorts of things. And we have swords. Swords, remember, literally talking, communication, but mostly about what's going on in the mind. It's a logic week to week. This is the lead card. Being a 7, this is the week where you can forgive yourself. I'm going to say very strongly, this is a forgiveness week. And this is forgiveness week for yourself. This is a week to sit down and really think, do you know what? Okay, I made those mistakes. Think about why you made the mistakes and then move on and forgive yourself for them. You cannot change the past. And sometimes you have to leave things behind, but you need to have learnt from them. If you look at this particular card, I love the way they design this. So there's the 2 things she's leaving even behind. Really, they're in these boulders. They're not going anywhere. The only thing I'd say with this particular card, quite figure out where the points are of these. They're not in her, but whether they're the other side of her, bit of a poor bit of artwork on this one actually, but nevertheless. And she is like, these are the things I'm taking forward. These are the things I can see where I'm going with. Hence that full moon. Now what a full moons represent, if you think about it, you think about a full moon, it's magical. This is a magical week for you where, and it's completely up to you, this is not involving anybody else. This is the way that you should talk to yourself. What magic can I bring into my life? What have I learned from my past mistakes? It might even be things that you haven't made a mistake of. It's happened in the past. You know it's not going to happen again. I mean, let's be honest. This is bizarre where this has come from, goodness knows where. Perhaps you've been on a Concorde flight. There we are. That's never going to happen again. It's no good thinking about, oh, I wish I was going on Concorde. It doesn't exist anymore. You can't fly on Concorde. So it's letting go of the things that no longer of any use whatsoever for you, not for anybody else. This is a selfish week where you think about yourself, and that's not being selfish. This is a week to be friends with yourself. How often do we all talk ourselves down? You look at ourselves in the mirror and go, whatever, you know, oh, look at the way you look today. God, you look terrible, blah, 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 all these things. Would you say that to your best friend? And we all have best friends. We all say, oh, yeah, my best friend said this, you know, or they're so lovely. And they put their arm around you and go, oh, yes, you're wonderful. Your best friend should be you. You are your best friend. Would you talk to your best friend the way that sometimes you talk to yourself? Of course you wouldn't, because you wouldn't be friends with them anymore, would you? This is the week with these 7s, these conundrums, these thoughts, these ideas. What direction do I go in? Now look at this. So though she's looking backwards a little bit at these, well, do you know what? You look at her face, now get her close up. It's not like, ooh, I'm letting go of this past thing that's happened. It's, okay, I've let that go. Time to move on. There is the moon directing me. And the moon is magical. You can manifest lots of things. You know, this is all about where do you want to go in your life this week. This is purely about you. Now, interestingly, you do that. You become the Queen of Wands. Now, you can't really see it down here. You see all this black down here, which looks like sort of black smoke. There's actually a black cat somewhere in there. It's you can't really see it unless you go really close up. You'll see it at the end when I do the video at the end with all the cards. If you accept who you are and what you've experienced in life, you can create magic. You have a wand. You have that fire of transformation. In fact, if I remember rightly, are they over here? Not in there. There's all these sort of little orbs around her. That's the magic that's coming in. That's preparing her for transformation. She is a fire card. She has the energy to do so. You become the Queen of Wands. Now, this Queen of Wands, she is so confident. I know where I can go with this. I have forgiven myself, back to that 7, I have forgiven myself for the things that I no longer require in my life. Those things will have molded me into the person I am at the moment. You can remold if you really, really want to. Remember, things that you try, even if you fail at them, at least you've tried. If you don't try, and you don't try anything at all, you've already failed. I've said that so many times to you, haven't I? So, this Queen of Wands, that's you, feeling confident, giving you the thought, yeah, do you know what? I can pursue my dreams, whatever I want to do. And then you get yet another 7. Oh, yes, I didn't look at the colour on that one. There we go, third eye. Well, that's perfect for the Queen of Wands, really, isn't it? That third eye. What can I see that's coming forward? What can I imagine that's going to come towards me? So we have, whoops, another crown chakra, another spiritual card, another 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles. If you can manifest things, you can manifest the security of how you feel. You know, I always mention security. It doesn't necessarily mean money. And this week it isn't about money at all. It is about the security within you. The security of the knowledge of the direction you want to go in. Now, this could be a brand new direction. It could be that, yeah, okay, I've done that, wasn't very good at that. I've let that go. I'm never going to do that because, remember that first card, letting that go. Wasn't any good at that, I'm never going to be any good at that. And much as I want to do it, it's not going to happen. Don't waste your energy on it. Here, she's drawing it in. What else is around in this card? It's like she's surrounded by, do you know, I'm not quite sure what they are. There's some sort of flowers. They look like orchids, to be fair. I think they're orchids. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But just look at this. Yeah, I can now utilise my experience. I can actually utilise my confidence. And I can build on that. This is a fantastic week where you're letting go and drawing things in. Oh, we've got a heart chakra. Look what we've got. Look at that. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, remember what I said a moment ago? You can create things. You can try things and fail drastically on them. But at least you've tried them. And that's what that Wheel of Fortune is. As long as you do it with the right heart, it's a heart chakra, for goodness sake, it's green. If you do it with the heart, look at this. If you look at the way they depicted this, she has all four tools at her disposal. Think about the magician, that's, you know, all the bits and pieces, the wands and the pentacles and everything laid out on his table there. She has everything at her disposal. It could work, it might not. It's a Wheel of Fortune. It's a chance card here. It's Monopoly. You take a chance. I'm going to try and get the light off there. Where's that light coming from? That's on my window. It's obviously too bright there with my light. It's that moment that you feel, yeah, I can do this. I'm going to give it a go and accept the fact that, okay, if it doesn't work, at least I've tried. It could work. It could be the beginning of something absolutely amazing. And this is all this week. This is the week, bearing in mind, I said we've got our star. It's all about growth and things coming up and, you know, things, beautiful things growing in the garden. This is that week to make it happen. But only you can do it. This is not a time to talk to other people. This is about you personally. You've got to accept that sometimes you have to let go of things to actually pick and choose where you want to move from here. And if you do that, if you actually take that chance, look, that's your final card. Look at the sun. You think that first card, we had the moon in it, sort of in the distance. Yes, it's something to guide me. Look at this. Whoa. And what is amazing about this, if you see this in the distance, so we've got this sort of, that almost looks a bit like part of Glastonbury Abbey, though it's not, but that's the way it's been depicted. And we have these, the coach and the horses coming towards us. She's drawing that, and she doesn't, it's coming in anyway. She's looking at the joy that she has created by just accepting who she is, what she is, where she can go, that she has those choices. We all have choices in life. It's up to us to take those choices. If you look here, I think these might be hydrangeas, but I'm quite sure this is lavender, which would make sense with this. Again, we're back to that third eye here. It's that vision that you can see, and the calmness of lavender. If you think about lavender, it's so calming. I mean, some people don't like the smell, but nevertheless, that's what it's all about. It's what lavender represents, that amazing moment where you think, oh, great, this is so wonderful. This is a really good, energizing week, but it's not necessarily physically energizing. You know, you've got that Queen of Wands in there. This is that moment where you can see, and again, that said, Ostara coming, the spring is here. We all feel better in the sunshine, even though the weather's supposedly going to change really bad this week. Whether it does or not, who knows? Hey, it's a Wheel of Fortune. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Spring is on the way. You can see it just looking out the window. She is drawing that sun in. It's that acceptance, that inner feeling that, yeah, do you know what? Accepting that, yeah, you might fail. You might do. But at least you've had the guts and the courage to give it a go. Have faith in yourself this week. Let go. Literally forgive yourself for the things that you've done wrong in the past. Think, why did I do it wrong? What did I do to make that not work, or whatever? It doesn't matter what it is. It could be the way you've treated other people. It could be the way you've treated yourself. Anything at all. It could be jobs you've had. Who knows? Let it go. You've tried it. You've done it. Let it go. Forgive yourself. Build on it. By the end of the week, wowza, it's going to be great. Anyway, so look out for my 3-card reading this afternoon, or this evening. I'll probably put it up about 8 o'clock. I will see you next week. Have a great week. Look forward to that sun coming, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.